Hello everyone, my name is Owolabitolulope. You can call me Dauntless, and that's because I'm never afraid to try something new. Today, I need a fresh haircut and I don't feel like going to a barber. So I'd rather do it myself because there's usually no time for an African living in Europe to schedule appointment for barbing when I have to rest due to my 12-hour daily work shift, and yet I still have to look good with that work schedule. So self-barbing is the only option I have. While some people could only barb low cut by themselves, I, Dauntless, believe you can still barb a dope haircut by yourself. So some of the things you actually need includes your face and neck dusters. You need like 2 mirrors, like a bigger one and a small one. Then the clipper guards, the different sizes of clipper guards, which would help you to achieve, the different hair lengths that you need to achieve, so you can have a nice fade. I actually want to barb fade, that stylish one, and I'm also gonna give it a nice pattern, that line design, that trimming beside the hair that makes it look good. So let's look forward to a very nice haircut. I'm very sure by the time you see, me, man, by the time I'm done with this, you'll believe it's easy, to like barb by yourself. Let's go. Like I already told you, you'll be needing a bigger mirror. This is the big mirror, you can see, the one you can already see me in, and this is the small mirror, a smaller one that would help you to trim the back of your head, and you can view through the bigger one, by using the 2 mirrors together. Then you have the big clipper, the normal clipper for the haircut, which has definitely a big blade for cutting the hair. That's what you use in starting the haircut. I also have here a smaller clipper, with a very like a tiny blade or smaller blade that you can use to trim your hair, and you can use it for trimming your hair as well as making those parts in that kind of line, the designs beside your hair, that one that makes it look good, the icing on the cake. I also have the neck duster. Some people call it face duster, some people call it hair duster. Whatever you choose to call it, it will still perform its function. So this is also useful, especially when those hair drops on your neck and on your face and you actually feel something ticklish and you feel like cleaning it so it doesn't tickle you, so you don't make mistake while barbing. This is super important too. So the next one is the guard. The clipper guards are of different sizes. As you can see, I have various sizes from this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is like 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on the length of hair you would like to achieve. You would understand this by the time I start cutting. I also use Gillette, the shave gel, the one that would help you achieve a smooth and nice shave. You would also need the powder too. So let's get going now. Using the one guard. As you can see, there's not much difference with the one guard. So I'll be reducing the normal length of the clipper blade. I'll bring it out, this is half, this is full. I'll be using the one guard now. Then I'll reduce the different way. Using the 2 guard now. You can see the number 2 written on it. The 2. I'll have to brush it out. Use the hair comb to like bring the hair out, before I continue, so that some hair won't be left behind. Everything will be trimmed equally, the length will be equal. If the length has to be equal, it has to be combed, Make sure it's just a little bit high, not too high, so that you don't affect the taller hairs, the hairs that are longer. Some hairs are longer than the hair. In the hair on the guard and on the clipper. Then I'll be moving to the next guard, which is the number 3 guard. Can you see this? Can you see the number on it? 3. And mind you, this is based on the length of my hair. Some people have a longer hair, they might need a bigger one, the one with the bigger number, like 4, 5, like 8. But based on the length of my hair, I'm using 1, 2, 3, and 4 actually. So now we move a little bit upwards. I need to comb it out so that any strand of hair won't be left out. I'll brush it out, so that I can continue cutting the hair. If I do not comb it out like this, some hairs might be left out, and maybe I might have thought, I'm done, and then by the time I go back to it, I'll discover that some hair are still longer, some hairs are longer than the others. So it's better I comb so that I'm, like cocksure. If you look at it, you can see that the hair still comes out a little bit. So I need to use a smaller guard, to ensure that the hair is a little bit lower, just a little bit lower. So I'm going back to the second guard. Sorry, is that two from the side? Okay. Remember, we're using the Now I'm going back to the one guard. Did you see that? It's one guard. Because I would want to blend the gap between these two. Can you see? You can actually see an obvious difference between these. But in order to blend it, I'll use one guard. The fore guard, for the tallest, like the longest part of the hair. when I started with a full opening. Now I have to like close it halfway. This is the full close, this is the full opening, then halfway. Can you see that? So that's what I'll use in, blending the hair. After blending down, I need to blend like the second level. You see? And this is like a 1/8 guard. So that's what I'll use in blending these two sides. Can you see the difference between this one and this one? as you can see, the hair, the next stage now is the trimming. I have an unkempt beard, unkempt mustache, unkempt side, the cheek hair, unkempt cheek hair, and then the line, the trimming of the hair to make it, straight and smooth and, fly, to make it dope. So here we go. I told you I'll be using the small, the small clipper, the one with a very tiny mouth, a smaller blade, and a very thin mouth, thin one, that was, to achieve that precision, that trimming precision, Well, a lot of barbers use, the blade, the trimming blade, the one with the blade holder, the one they use to trim and achieve that very, smooth trimming. But because this is a self-barbing, you can use the clipper and achieve the same result. Let's keep going. Remember I told you there will be a double line or single line design around there? That's what I'm about to do now. And I'll be using the small clipper for it. This is like the finishing touch. And this is the final result. Look at the side. Let me give you a 360 view. Here it is. So, I'm Dauntless once more time. There's nothing you can do. Just believe in yourself and practice, 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 and practice. Until I see you some other time. Bye for now.